Oh, excuse me. When that brother turned,
got gangster for a second.
Booker T. Good evening, everybody. It's basically almost like it's 9:30 right now. We are live. We got the podcast going. People are eating. People are playing stuff. I am feeling under the weather a little bit, but I'm your host Marco Flores with Honey Walnut Prawn Podcast. What's that? Episode 4 now. We're at episode 4. We're almost getting into 5 and almost getting to 10. I'm your host Marco Flores. As always, Nerd in the Bay. I got my usual brothers here, Prince and King and Chris Padua. How are you guys doing?
I am tired. I'm doing great though.
You're tired. You had a long day, Crispy. You had a long day of football.
Long week.
Long week. Okay. Yeah.
I work 2 jobs. I don't get home until 10, 11 o'clock Monday through Friday. And then I might end up working in stables on weekends in the mornings, and then I have football on Sundays.
Wow. Okay. You got it packed. Which good busy, but you're tired at the end of the day, basically.
Yeah.
Good busy. Cool.
Yeah.
Princeton, how are you doing? Princeton's jiggling the phone.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
How are you doing, Princeton?
Man, all is well. Good to be here on the podcast one more time. For our 4th episode. I'm just elated and happy to be back on here to talk with you guys.
I'm a little behind the curtain. Princeton talking like this right now. But before we start, dude.
Man, I'm trying to be professional, brother.
Try to be professional.
It's gonna come out in a minute. Say something crazy.
There's a little contrast between what I'm seeing now with Princeton and what I see when we talked about before. Yeah, it's funny. It's interesting observation.
God.
Yeah, we are here live. Tonight we're talking about heroes. Basically, just people you look up to, people that either influence you in your life. It can be people in real life, or it can be characters or from fiction, books, movies, comic books, anime, what have you. So that's what we're talking about today. We don't really have any show notes, so we're just gonna go off the cuff. Guys, let me know what your first hero is, somebody that you looked up to at a young life. Or actually, somebody that you look up to at a young life. You're like, oh wow, I want to be like that person. I can go first, just to get a little bit of an example. My very first hero, I would have to say, for me, is my dad, Mr. Flores. He is a Princeton knows what's up. Growing up with my dad, he was
Jesus.
I'm sorry. Unique character in himself.
You ain't lying.
Dad being a dad, just trying to make sure I'm growing up okay and stuff. But he wasn't afraid to do a little bit of a hustle. Take that what you will. Before I was young, he was
a gangster.
He was a little bit of a gangster. He was a medical marijuana distributor, but in the past, which was basically illegal. Yep. So
right.
He was doing that stuff.
Right.
But yeah, he doing what he does, learning about what's being like to be in America, growing up in the Philippines and all that stuff. But yeah, a thing that I remember about looking up to my dad was at a very young age, I wanted to learn martial arts, and for whatever reason, I thought my dad knew martial arts. So I was like, Dad, teach me. I said, teach me black belt. I'm a kid. I don't know words. So I was like, teach me black belt. He's like, okay. So he had me do these motions, Tai Chi motions, that I think he made up. Right? He's like, he's doing this, and I'm trying to copy him and stuff, and doing all this stuff. I was like, oh wow, so this is what you do?
Oh jeez,
that's a black belt.
Oh god.
He's like, yeah, sure, son. Yeah, that's what you do. I was like, awesome. You're the best, Dad.
Oh god.
That sort of stuff that I grew up with, and then later on I kind of got the hint he didn't know anything. He didn't know anything. He was just like, dude, just do these movements, and then let me just leave me alone.
Hey, I know where he got that from.
Where do you get that from?
Karate Kid.
Karate Kid, yeah, that makes sense. That movie was you know, when he was growing up, when he was an adult. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Oh yeah, he had to do
Yeah.
some Mr. Miyagi stuff.
Yeah, there you go. Wax on, wax on. Oh, yeah. Did you guys watch the latest trailer for Cobra Kai?
No.
Oh, you guys don't know. So, Cobra Kai. Yeah,
it's an extension of the Karate Kid, right?
yeah.
And they're older.
So, yeah. So it's Johnny and Daniel LaRusso. They're
Yeah.
all older. They're all adults now. But like Johnny from Karate Kid 1 is bringing back the Cobra Kai dojo. And then Daniel LaRusso was like, "Oh no, I got to stop them." But like, yeah, it's all set in today, and basically, yeah, it's on YouTube right now. There's a bunch of trailers out, so yeah, it's gonna be on YouTube right now. It's gonna be on YouTube, not so much of a movie, but yeah,
man, I gotta watch that.
you guys should check it out if you're really much of a fan of Karate Kid. But yeah,
Mr. Miyagi is a ish. He is he's tight.
Yeah,
Mr.
man.
Miyagi.
Yeah. So yeah, Princeton, who was your first hero that you looked up to as a kid?
Hey, can I say something about your daddy real quick?
Sure, go for it.
I'm sorry, I gotta go get this out of my chest.
Let me
tell you something about Marco's daddy. I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna say his age. I'm gonna be respectful to him because I have a lot of love and respect for him, and I'm serious, very serious about that. I'm not gonna disrespect him about his age. But that man, he might be in his age, his prime, but he still think he's 25 years old. I don't know why he do it, but that's why I laugh so hard. I got like, man, this dude's still think he young. Yeah, I still got it. I said, do you? I still got the moves.
I'm like, oh man, no, Marco's my brother.
Bro, really?
Marco's my brother. I'm not. I was like, Dad, come
he
on.
Said that wait for your wedding. He said, that ain't my son. That's my brother.
That's my brother. Like, well, Dad, come on.
When you quit, I'm like, my wife was laughing so hard. My wife was laughing about that. She said, did he really say that? Yeah, he said that.
He said that. He definitely did say that.
But I respect him. And on a serious note, I respect him. And anytime you need me, I'll be there for his dad and his family. I'll be there for anyone. But okay, who I looked up to growing up was Hulk Hogan.
Yes, Hulk Hogan, definitely.
Hulk Hogan.
Definitely.
Hulk Hogan was somebody I looked up to. I'm not gonna get into a little emotional thing here, but there's times in my life I was going.
Why was it emotional?
No, it's
okay. Go ahead and talk about it, man.
It was, well, back in the day, and I'm not gonna bash my stepfather. I'm not gonna God rest his soul. He changed his life and got better, way better. Oh my God, he was on fire. We miss him, but you already know the story, Marco, about my life, but
yeah.
My real father, and then didn't find out all that stuff. But my stepfather was kind of on drugs, and my mom worked all the time trying to keep her home and stuff. But I would always watch WWF on Saturdays, and and Hulk Hogan, man, he was the person to watch. He's like somebody look up to you, make you say your prayers, take your vitamins,
eat your vitamins.
He was the hero. And when that nigga turned, when that brother turned,
got gangster for a second.
Booker T.
Booker T. I'm sorry, y'all. When that cat turned, oh man, I messed up on live, man. I'm sorry. Oh man, I hope my folks in church they gonna laugh so hard. Pastor said nigga. Oh, I just said it again, didn't I?
I won't use this for the intro. Maybe I won't. I don't know.
I'm sorry. Okay. So when Hulk Hogan turned heel in WCW to NWO, I was devastated, man. I was like, no.
How could you?
No. I said, maybe this is a setup. This is a setup. This can't be real.
He's a spy.
He done put a leg up on Macho Man. No.
Yeah.
Why you do that? You turned on Sting. You turned on everybody. Really? Hey, man, I was in the. I'm gonna tell y'all this real quick. I'm gonna go to Crispy.
Yeah.
I was doing Uber in San Francisco, right? and my customer He was talking about wrestling.
Yeah.
Talking about wrestling. He saw my I had my Bullet Club shirt on.
Oh yeah, okay.
And which I frequently wear a lot.
Oh yeah.
Not every day, but I do wear it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy said, "Hey man, you a wrestling fan?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Man, I was a wrestling fan, all the way from Shawn Michaels days." He said, "I was just a diehard fan of the Rockers, man. I had the merchandise, the magazines." He said, "But man, the day Shawn Michaels super kicked Marty Jannetty on the barbershop, man," he said, "I was devastated. I was crying." He said, I told my mom, I can't believe he gonna do that. He got mad. He gonna throw him through the window." He said, "Why did he do that for?"
The Marty Jannetty.
Oh man, he
He's
talked
wholesome.
about that. He said, "Man, I was devastated for years after seeing that." I'm like, "Oh my god, this dude, he's devastated."
It's like, it's still real to me, damn it.
Yeah, it's real to me, damn it. But yeah, that dude, that one dude. But but on a serious note, Hulk Hogan was my mentor.
Cool.
That was somebody I looked up to, man.
Oh,
From childhood.
Yeah, that's great. Hearing that from like a not so great place in your past, I could definitely understand that as well. Crispy, how about you? How, like anybody, like somebody that you looked up to, a hero that you looked up to in the beginning?
Well, for me, I didn't really think about like heroes and stuff like that growing up. Okay. Until I became in my 20s. I do have a lot of respect for three guys though.
Okay.
Because like Prince, I had a hard life growing up and everything. So but then I started this one job. I was working at Cooley Goward, working in the mailroom, stuff like that. It's a law firm in the Bay Area. Yeah. So I started work. I had a chip on my shoulder. I had an attitude. I was before I met you you guys and everything.
Yeah.
But I was really in a rough place, and my three managers, my two managers, and my one coworker, they were all like, they all changed me, made me a better person, and everything. Oh, cool. Like one of my manager, he was a reverend, but before that, he was in a blues band.
Oh wow!
So he traveled. He traveled everywhere, and he performed with this band. He met a lot of famous, performers.
Sure.
And then he's seen a lot of things, and he'll sit there and he'll talk to me. He'll just sit there and be, "Hey, dude, we need to talk to somebody. You go ahead and talk to me. This is when you're ready." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." I'm like, "Yeah, whatever. Whatever." I didn't care. And then of course there was my other manager. He was an old, Italian dude. Mm-hmm. He was a veteran. He went to he was in Vietnam.
Okay.
Oh my.
He was deaf in one. He was kind of deaf in one ear because there was a gunshot by his ear. So and then another dude, his name was Juan, and he was a old school gangster from Pennsylvania.
Huh.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he had tattoos of like the Reaper and everything and all that stuff. So he was a gangbanger, but he was changing his life around. But I look up to them because they really turned my life around and made me a better person.
Awesome.
Nice.
And stuff like that. But also, I would like to say, for me, a hero. But I guess you could say I do have some heroes, but they're not individuals. They're not just. It's not just one person. It's like a group of people. People who serve the military, people who.
Oh yeah.
Who risk their lives to try to make our lives better. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, so those to me, those are heroes. Those are my heroes. So
okay,
all right,
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah, definitely. Let me see. So you guys saying like basically, well, Crispy was more on the real side. Princeton, you're saying wrestling. I'm saying at first I'm saying my dad. Fictional wise, was there anybody that like had characteristics they like, oh, I like that, like say like a comic book character had a thing like, oh yeah, I want to be a real protector sort of thing that kind of molded you into like who you are as a person? So like when I think of stuff like that, like qualities in a person, and then like it was brought on to me, I thought of like characters like Colossus from the X-Men, like armored steel guy, Russian, like really strong guy. super protective of his team and stuff, like gentle giant sort of thing. So like I got some I admired that guy so much. Like I kind of like molded how much of a protector that I want to be. So like that's why I do like this whole security thing now. Like I guess that's where it stems from, right? So like, you know, I didn't do my, like, you know, high school, like, school wise, it wasn't so great. You know, I wasn't, my heart and mind wasn't into like wanting to learn and progress, right?
Yeah.
So like,
you already know I didn't. Shoot. I ain't gotta explain myself.
So like, yeah, that's kind of a thing that we all have in common. Like all have in common is like school wasn't really a big deal for us,
No.
but like just putting my head into like video games or putting my head into like just anything outside of school, like comic books was one of those things. This guy Colossus was really protective of his friends, really protective of his team, and like they're doing the right thing. So like that's how I got like really protective of like, you know, the people I care about and wanting to do security and make sure everybody or anybody that's under my watch is making sure that they're okay. So stuff like that. Like you can think of like Goku from like Dragon Ball wanting to face a bigger challenge every single time. You know, when one challenge was you know, he achieved it, he was looking forward to the next one, sort of thing. So kind of qualities like that. Like anybody in fiction, like, you know, movies or comics or cartoons or anime, like you said, Hulk Hogan, and you can kind of say Hulk Hogan was like a larger than life character when it comes to the wrestling ring, and maybe in the wrestling cartoons, because there was wrestling cartoons back in the day. Like any kind of fictional characters that had the qualities, certain qualities that like make you look up to them in a sense. Like, yeah, anybody that you guys can think of.
Honestly, me, I didn't have that, you know, outlet. You know what I mean? Where I wasn't really allowed to really watch TV growing up.
Okay.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean? It was mainly just go school, walk home, you know, go home and study. You know, we weren't really allowed to watch TV or anything. I mean, if we did watch TV, we watched, you know, like MTV when they actually had music videos. And so, I mean, we'll just dance and, you know, we'll just listen to music and clean the house and stuff like that. So, I mean, unfortunately, I didn't, you know, growing up, I wasn't able to, you know, create, you know, be able to have that, you know, hero, you know, man, like, okay, I could,
hero image, any of the qualities of like, okay. How about now? Now that you're at where you're at in your life and you're watching things, you're seeing things. Anybody like had like cool qualities like you kind of want to like put into you, sort of thing?
Magic Mike, son.
I was about to drink my water.
Magic, did you just say Magic Mike?
You did say Magic.
I mean,
He said
shoot, if I
Magic
could
Mike.
dance, you know what I mean? If I could dance like that, damn.
So wanting to dream big, I guess, is what Magic Mike comes out of.
No, you know, I don't know, but then seriously, though, I can't think of anything right now. I mean, I've always liked, you know, Wolverine. I think Wolverine, he was just fearless. You know what I mean?
Okay, so the fearless part of Wolverine was like what? Okay.
I mean,
go ahead.
I know there's more aspects to him, but I can't think of them right now. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay.
Wolverine was always like my favorite. I mean, I know he's made out of like what, titanium or metal or some special metal.
Yeah,
adamantium. I said titanium.
Yeah, that's okay.
But, you know, I mean, but I thought he was pretty cool. You know.
So, do you think that fearlessness kind of brought that out of you, like in some form or fashion? And like, do you think there's any sort of examples that you can think of, like where you thought, like, okay, Wolverine, his fearlessness, he would do this, so I'm going to do that, sort of thing?
No, I'm not fearless at all.
Okay.
I would like to be, but you know, I'm so cautious. I'm completely the opposite. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know,
but you admire the fearlessness that he has.
Yeah.
Cool.
I know there's more of it. I know there's more, but I can't.
Okay.
I mean, you guys know more than I do, so
sure. Okay. Princeton.
Good.
Princeton, what about you, man?
All right. When I was a kid, there's another dude. I forgot to mention this one. I know y'all might not remember, but y'all gonna have to Google it. And anybody watching, Y'all Google it yourself. Man, I know it was it's old school. It got to be made the late 80s, early 90s. Karate Cat.
Karate Cat. Okay. Karate Cat.
I want
Thundercats.
Cat.
All right.
Hey, I don't know, Karate Cat. I don't know. He was just smooth, man. And he knew karate, and I always wanted to know karate. I didn't start knowing martial arts, so I got around Marco and back in 96, 97, around that time. And then I was like, cool, I'm finally doing what I always wanted to do, what Karate Cat did.
Okay.
Hey. Oh, okay. Well, I think I got one too then.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
How about that skunk from Looney Tunes? Oh, not Looney Tunes. Pepe or whatever. He's always chasing girl. He's always chasing.
Oh, that guy?
That's him.
Okay,
that's him.
Okay. In the first image?
Yes, sir. That's him. That's him. Look how smooth that boy was, man.
He looks like he's on drugs, dude.
I've never seen that.
You never seen that?
No, I've never seen Karate Cat.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
Why does it look like he's on drugs though?
I want smooth cat. I forgot the thing. I'm gonna listen to that movie. We done. Watch.
You know what? We need to put that in the video.
You're seeing it right now. Yeah.
No, the theme song. The theme song.
Okay. Okay. Karate Cat.
Oh,
I actually
man.
I don't think I've. Oh wow. Okay, look at that. Two
look
women?
at that boy. He was smooth.
He's a pimp. He's a pimp.
He was smooth, man.
So
he's my new. He's my new hero now.
So why Pepe Le Pew, dude?
No, I'm just kidding.
You're just kidding? Because
I was like,
because he was kind of rapey, right?
Yeah.
On that girl.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I was just kidding.
Okay.
I don't want to go to jail.
Okay, gotcha. I gotcha. So, what was about a Karate Cat, Princeton? Because I'm looking at images, I'm like,
man. I mean, it didn't matter what situation, he could fight his way out of anything, man.
Oh, okay. So
but he was smooth with it, though. He was like super smooth with it.
Okay.
He was real cool with it.
Like Ernest Miller, sort of.
Yeah, he made Ernest Miller like a joke. Like,
okay.
Smooth cat. That's all I remember. It's been a long time, bro.
Yeah. When was that cartoon? Because I don't even remember that. And I was watching cartoons all over the place.
Yeah. It was Karate Cat. It was was it Bionic 6? Cartoon Bionic 6.
Sorry.
I think that was a cartoon.
Okay.
Bionic 6, I think. I can't remember, man. It's been a long time. All that used to come on.
Yeah.
I used to watch that Sundays before I went to church.
Okay, it was on Sundays.
It was Sunday morning, about 8 o'clock in the morning.
Damn.
Okay.
Oh, y'all excuse my accent. I am country, just to let y'all know.
I was wondering, Marco.
You good? Go ahead.
Can you put on a video of what's that? Those guys who are trying to do karate. They're really horrible at it.
Let me hang on. Give me a second.
I forget what it's called. We used to watch it all the time. It's funny. It's because I saw that video of I think it was like a monkey trying to do a roundhouse kick.
Yeah. I think it's this one. Oh, that's a gift.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, and
This guy.
Oh, that dude. He had me crying. I laughed so hard at that dude, man. He's in history, man. I think he got rich off of messing up.
He had a movie. He got a movie out of it.
Oh.
Yes.
He's trying to get with the nuts kill me, man. He's like, oh man, I'm trying to do. I still got it. That dude, man.
Oh god.
Man. Okay, cool.
Okay, all right.
That dude had me rolling, man. When I seen that, I was like, oh my god, bro. This dude here.
I'm trying to find the right. Oh well. Anyways. But yeah, okay, Karate Cat, Pepe Le Pew.
No, not Pepe Le Pew. Take him out.
Okay. Take him out. Okay, gotcha. I got you.
I don't want to be rapey.
I'm trying to think if there's anybody. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, he wasn't really rapey. I mean, but he was just. He was. I ain't being racist. Let me say this. Anything black, he was on.
Okay.
If they had like if they instantly got a line on their back or something, he thought it was a skunk. So he's like, oh man, this black got a line.
Yeah.
So he was like, shoot, I'm sticking with black. Okay. So he was just like, come here, girl. I'm trying to talk to you. Hey, man, ain't no girl number one. I'm whooping your behind first. Like, ooh, a little frisky. Every time I try to.
Okay, guys, I no longer have slippers.
Okay, because the dog.
He tore that thing up.
Oh,
you can have that one too. Go ahead, have fun.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's nothing left.
Oh wow.
I wish you would mess up my slippers, Pepe. I wish you would.
So here you go. That's Pepe Le Pew. Doing it all. All the thirstiness.
Hey, doggy.
Look at that. He's so persistent.
Hey, doggy.
He's so persistent.
That's a hero. So you mean that's a yes? So you're saying I have a chance? Oh man,
he's so confident. I'm telling you.
He is so confident. He's super confident. Anyways, yeah. Let me see. I'm trying to think if there's any other heroes that I can think of that had qualities I can think of. Oh yeah, like I said, Goku. Just having like one challenge being like not good enough and keep on striving for more sort of thing. Like fighting like stronger opponents and stuff like that, and just wanting to be better, just like not only in martial arts but in life. So like training was really heavy in my life. Well, not this week, but like training is really heavy in my life. This is why I want to get better and such. Yeah, I definitely think of like Goku. Yeah, I mean superheroes in general, like Captain America in the movies. How he's like so like forthright and like like doing the right thing, and like his quote of like him getting beat up and then saying like I could do this all day sort of thing, like yes, because that's a scrawny kid wanting to do good in the world, and yet he's not letting his scrawny body before he got the super soldier serum in him, he's not letting that get in the way of him doing the right thing. Let me see. I'm trying to think of anybody else. I'm trying to think of anybody else. For whatever reason, Princeton, whatever reason, the movie Talented Mr. Ripley just came into my head for whatever reason.
My God.
That's not a hero to me. No, that's not a hero to me. But like, for whatever reason, that came into my head.
Hey, Marco. Yeah. How about Pootie Tang?
Oh, Pootie Tang, of course. Pootie Tang.
Pootie Tang.
Throw that up.
Come inside on the patty side. Something like that. Come inside on the patty side.
Yeah.
He was man. That dude knew how to use that belt, man. Real
he
good.
Did.
Man.
He was like
with that belt. Pootie Tang. Pootie Tang's the greatest.
Ah, yeah.
Pootie Tang.
Hey, you remember that cat? Remember he put that bowl out in front of the window for that woman? She started drinking out the milk bowl.
Yeah. Yeah, man. He did. And it's like she drank out the bowl. Oh man, you know what? Yeah, Pootie Tang was a hero in like when we were all grouped together. That he was a dude.
That was fun. Yeah.
We would always watch that movie, Pootie Tang. It's like I'm Dirty D, damn it.
Oh, dude, Dirty D. Oh man, when I first seen that, I didn't see Marco showed me that movie, but I came to WC one time. That's the first time I see that movie. When I saw Dirty D, I cried and I screamed because
like her.
My God rest my stepfather's soul, Dan King, the late Dan King Sr.
Yeah.
His nickname, Crispy, back in the day was Dirty D. You know, I'm Dirty D, damn it. couldn't stop laughing. I showed my daddy. I said, "Dad, that's you, Dirty D, huh?" My dad couldn't stop laughing. Oh man, I missed that. Man, he said, they got Dirty D on here. Me and my brother there talking about my mama. Man, we laughed so damn hard. Hey, look at that, Dirty D.
Dirty D,
because it reminded him because my daddy was a player back in the day, way back. Yeah. My stepfather was a player. I got my last name from King.
Okay.
That's my biological last name. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, man. That's Dirty. When I heard Dirty D and the part that killed me, I'm gonna end it. When this cat was in jail, he said, "Man, they made me take a shower every day." And he said, like, oh man, I cried for a good 30 minutes. I messed up.
I gotta look for a Dirty D gif.
Get a shower.
Yeah.
He said they made me take a shower every day. That dude put that piece of dirt up in there.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. Holy shit.
Oh man, that mug had me crying laughing.
Oh, what are you saying?
And the cops trying to get him clean and everything. Hose that dude down.
Yeah. Dirty D, damn it.
Remember when he came out the car wash? He was all super clean. With
super clean. And like, oh man, that looks pretty good.
He was super clean. Dirty dude was hella dirty.
Yeah. It is. Oh man, if I can get to it. Oh, it's like he's slinging dirt. It's like he's slinging dirt over here. As you were talking about, it's like, oh, that good dirt. That good dirt.
Right in there, like he needed that dirt hit.
He did. Jeez. Yeah.
Man, he made me take a shower every day. I couldn't help that one. That killed me. Almost killed me. Knocked me out dead, brother. I laughed so hard. Oh man. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. All right.
Man, that was funny.
That's funny. That was funny. Well, yeah. Okay. Let me see. I'm trying to think of another topic. So this is the problem now. So I didn't write show notes, and I have to think of like the next like segue of things. But like I'm trying to think in terms of heroes. Anybody that you know that you kind of back in the day, like kind of like I said with my dad or something, or like with friends. Anybody that you kind of like low key looked up to.
Oh, I think we all.
You ain't gonna do that, bro. I think you already know.
I mean, I was just asking, because it's either that or like we keep talking about like non-fictional or fictional heroes that we looked up to. But I'm like,
go ahead, Crispy. You go first.
Okay, well, for me, I'm gonna have to say our old buddy who passed away, Ray Gardner.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Ray Gardner, man.
Wow.
Yeah, I would have to say I looked up to him a lot. I mean, he was a great person.
Yeah,
he was.
You know what I mean? And he had a lot of dreams, and he cared. He cared about all of us. He
was super passionate about the things that we were all into.
Yeah,
but like almost not to like talk smack or anything, but almost to a fault, because like he was super passionate about things, and then it kind of. In some instances in our lives, we kind of butted heads over some things. It was pretty escalated, but because we were both passionate about whatever we were talking about, we didn't want to say like we were wrong or anything. But like, he was super passionate about things. Like he was really into martial arts. He was, he really loved his mom. It's stuff like that. Like, he was down for you. If you guys were like,
we weren't necessarily like friends. We were all like family. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's why I'm like, and I just felt like he just brought us all, it made our group whole, So sure, I would just say, Ray Gardner, I have to say him, rest and everything. So
man. Totally.
I talked to Ray. Matter of fact, he was at Marco's house, I think, and I talked to him on the phone. and we both was up there mimicking how black preachers how we be preaching. How I do it now.
Yeah.
The end. Hey, all right. Oh, no. I mean, we was doing all that on the phone, not knowing I was gonna do it. Really, be into that.
Yeah.
Really doing it myself, preaching all over going all over the place, But yeah, so but I got to talk with Ray, man, and we got to talk with him, and that was our last conversation, man.
Cool.
And, Lord called him on home.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He had so much dreams, and because I know he was going to open a dojo and everything, and
for sure.
Yeah,
Okay. Cool.
That's mine.
All right.
Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, I can go next.
Yes, please.
So
I don't do this.
So, like, friends that I looked up to, you are talking to them right now. Me personally, I looked up to two of these guys because, we bonded to the point of brotherhood. Like that, I always say, like, these guys are my brothers. Like, yeah, it's gonna get sobby or whatever. Yeah, I'm putting these guys over, sort of thing.
I ain't thinking about y'all niggas right now. I didn't cuss again, Lord.
That's number three. That's number three.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, I'm putting you guys over because, like, Crispy, like we had, like, there was no sort of like, okay, we had this thing in common. We just, like, you were at, I'm not going to mention that guy's name. We were both at that guy's. Okay, you were both at that guy's place. It's like, hey, hi, okay, you're cool. Like, then we started hanging out and just kicking it from there. And then we like, oh yeah, video games and just hanging out and stuff. So, like, and then, like, just
I think I know what y'all talking about.
Yeah, you definitely know. You have to know. You have to know.
You definitely know.
But that's, I mean, I guess that's.
I'm glad we're away from that cat.
I guess that's the connection. But, like,
sorry, Marco. I'm sorry.
You're good, man. You're good. I don't want you, like, your blood pressure to go up as we keep mentioning. Not mentioning.
I think about that dude. I forget, but I just can't be around that cat.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's the connection. Weirdly enough, is that dude, as creepy as he was, like, I met Crispy there. Like, any other place, I don't know. Like, we weren't in the same. We weren't in the same circle of friends. Like, you knew somebody, and I knew that guy, but like we never would like I guess link up or anything until
that's where I met Crispy at too.
Yeah, until we for whatever reason. If he did one thing right, is that he brought us together.
Yeah,
I can say that. Yeah, he did.
He really brought us together, and then, like, later on, we got together to, like, forget that guy because he's a super creep. But anyways, not about him. Not about him. But yeah, I look up to these guys because, like, I developed a brotherhood with these guys, living life with these guys. Crispy, always try to be there for him. Like I heard his life story, sort of thing. I'm like, dude, yes, let's. I'm not gonna be like those type of friends that, gonna be around when you have something to offer, and then not be around when you have nothing to offer. Yeah. That wasn't right. Me. So, and then same thing with Princeton. Like we got together, like playing basketball at first in high school, and then just developing a friendship. Like, oh yeah, wrestling, yes, wrestling. Oh, video games, yeah, video games.
Mm-hmm.
And then the whole thing when your family moved to Stockton, and like you didn't really want to move over there at first. Like, dude, you can stay at my house because, like, why not? Right? Not like I really asked my parents' permission or anything, but like it's like, yeah, my parents were like, yeah, go ahead, yeah, you just stay at my place, and then you go do what you need to do over the weekend, sort of thing. But yeah, like I still have the jacket that we shared wearing.
Oh my god!
The red and black raincoat jacket. Yeah, the red and black raincoat jacket. I still have that. Like, that's like our. And it's funny because that jacket, was kind of like a throwaway item because I traded that jacket for a nicer jacket that I had, because he wanted it. I was like, oh no, I want that jacket because I liked it. And then, like, Princeton was like, hey, where's this jacket? And then we switched off. It was weird like that. Like, we, for whatever reason, we did that in high school. Or, me and Princeton did that in high school, sort of thing.
Yeah,
he wore that jacket. I would wear his leather jacket, even though it was too long for me. and Princeton was known for that leather jacket.
Wait a minute. Hold that thought.
Don't tell me you still have that jacket, dude.
Hold that thought.
Yeah, he's grabbing it right now.
He has
grabbing
it.
that
Yeah, he
jacket.
has it.
He still has it. Like he still had that first job custodian shirt. He still has it.
That's cool. You guys need to do something with that. I think that'd be cool if you guys.
Like, yeah. So because I haven't thrown away that jacket that we both wore. So like
okay,
either.
I'm back on. Hold on.
No, you're good, man. You're good. So I could either I want to give that jacket back to Princeton, just so if he wants to wear it, you can wear it, or he wants to frame it or whatever. Because it's basically his too. Because we shared that
Brother,
jacket.
you ain't looking. Brother, you ain't looking.
Oh my goodness.
Brother, y'all hear me? Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. You have it.
You have it. Westmore shirt. I still got my Westmore shirt.
I don't have that anymore. I don't have anything Westmore.
I sure do.
Does that jacket fit you still?
Yeah.
Hey Marco, you disappeared.
Oh yeah. I turned off the camera right now.
Hey, Chris, check this out. It was there's a picture. It was me, Chris Gonzalez, Michael. Be respectful to them. And they ain't gonna sue us anyways. If they do, it's gonna be a big old fight, boy. We're gonna fight for real. We're gonna back in the day. We're gonna fight, man. Chris a cop now though, so I'm about to be Berkeley PD, so we can fight. Anyway, me, Chris, Mike, Marco, all these Joey, and all these other females. It was in the picture, and then also Vince Rodriguez, the star for
my crazy ex-girlfriend.
My crazy ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
So for y'all that don't know, that watch that show, we went to school with him. He was a good friend of us.
Yeah.
I ain't talked to him in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I might say something on his little page or whatever, but he'll never respond. I'm like, whatever, bro. God bless. Don't ever forget it. I'll expose you right here for everybody. Don't you try that with me. Don't you try that with me. I remember I was there when you could take your black belt test, brother.
You know what? I didn't realize you guys knew Chris Gonzalez too.
Yeah.
Because I met him.
On Thursdays.
I met him before I met you guys.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, because my homegirl was like saw him at the mall. She's like, oh, he looks hella fine. So I called him over. I'm like, hey, she likes you. So I started hanging out with Chris Gonzalez and them.
Oh wow.
That's crazy.
Wait a minute. Did he have the Japanese hat on? Did he have the Japanese hat on when you met him?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Oh,
he looked like Filipino.
Yeah.
This cat used to walk around Westmore with a Japanese hat on.
And bare feet.
And made me do it.
What?
Yeah.
That's part of my training.
Yeah. We did goofy stuff like that. We did. We totally did.
Wow.
Oh man. Yeah.
All right. So y'all, I know you want me to get mine out.
Go for it.
All right, Chris. Don't take it wrong. I met you later on.
It's all good. It's all good.
But it certainly was Marco. Hey, all right.
Oh man, here we go. Here we go.
I'm standing up right now, so I ain't got.
Thanks for dusting me off, brother. Brother.
Yeah, that dude helped me, man. I mean, me and Joey. Let's tell the truth. Helped us when we was kind of.
I mean, you thank Dad.
Yeah.
Thank Mr. Flores first, because that was his house. That was his house. I was just living there.
Oh man, dude! I told y'all I do the world for the Flores family. Anything they need, I'm here. Yeah. I'm always gonna be here. They need me to leave 2 in the morning to go do something. I'm gonna get up out of my bed and I'm gonna go take care of that business. If I ain't got to work that day. But other than that, man, Marco taught me, man. He trained me in Taekwondo, man, and I did 3 years under Mark from in the summertime. I mean, the school year, summertime. Because I'll be honest with y'all, man. I dealt with bullying. I allowed it. I allowed dealing with bullying. I allowed it. Let me clear that up. And a lot of that stuff. Now, if you try that with me now, I'm gonna hurt you. God forgive me. Just say it. But it's just. But anyways, I allowed it to happen. back in the day, and Mark taught me how to fight back then because I didn't have that coming up. And then when my parents moved to Stockton, they was trying to get me to move back. I said I didn't want to leave yet, and the Flores family, man, they opened up their door for me and Joey.
Yeah.
Y'all hear me? For me and Joey. They was play nights. Me and Joey stayed over at Mark's house, and Mr. Flores, the whole time, he never complained. I don't know. He never complained. Really didn't complain, man. And, but I always try to always be a good friend to Mark. Always be the friend that I can be. Always be there for him and his wife and the family. I'm always here for them. I love them like my own blood family. And my wife know that. My wife, God forbid, but I'm gonna say this now. God forbid, but if something do happen in the future, and this, they had to, just say. But anyways, I ain't gonna go into all that. We'll talk about that later.
Keep going. Keep going.
Just know you part of the benefits, brother. You part of the benefits of it, man. So man, you family to me, man. So I just thank God for y'all, man. And
I appreciate it.
You and your family, man. Yeah, but I was really going through it, man. Uncle, exposed that when I was staying with him, he was on dope, and there was a lot of stuff I went through in my life, man. And the Flores family, they kept me,
Yeah.
They took care of us. What you looking at, boy? He was playing. What game he was playing?
Sniper Elite 3.
Oh, so I'm playing Sniper Elite 3. But that's why with my kids, man, they on spring break. My kids, that's why I try to, do as much as I can for them now, man, because Mr. Flores did that for Marco, and I always try to do that for my kids and everything. I don't want them to have to deal with some of the things that I had to deal with. It wasn't my mama's fault, but it's just some things I had to deal with growing up,
That's good. That's good. All right.
Yeah,
well,
so thank you, Marco.
It got a little deep. It got a little deep, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
excuse me. Yeah,
It's all good.
I held it in, though.
okay. All right. Well, I think we'll call it here for tonight. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and talking about heroes. Next episode, looking forward to that one. We're going to be talking about the zombie apocalypse and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these guys are ready. So I appreciate it.
It's getting late, guys. It's getting late.
Yeah. So yeah.
That was my man.
Well, we are. This is how we are when it's a little late.
Yeah. So So I'm gonna do this really quick, and then we're gonna be calling it a night. Crispy, when you get in touch with Crispy, you can reach him at crispy_pata_69 at Instagram. That's his Instagram tag. And then with Princeton King, you can preach Princeton King at Preach King on Twitter, and Pastor_P_King for Instagram. So yeah, and then Nerd in the Bay. Basically everything else for me. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for listening. We appreciate you guys just taking the time to listen and just laugh with us and such. And we'll see you guys next time for the next episode of the Honey Walnut Prawn Podcast. So take care, guys. Peace.
Peace.
Set up. Man. You're stupid.
I was trying to see how long I can hold it for.